The top stories for this past weekend are dance team tryouts, group exercise classes, and the Volley for Kids volleyball tournament. Welcome to the news at Rider. I'm Steph Chartel for the Weekend News Update. The Foreign Languages and Literature Department has added an additional part to learning in the classroom. The Spanish Conversation Table takes place every Thursday in Cranberries. Here is Matt Semmel with the story.
Cranberries plans to host students taking any level of Spanish every week. Students are able to come and practice their conversational skills in a language that they are not native to.
The Spanish Conversation Table is a place for people from Rider and outside Rider to meet and practice Spanish once a week. We meet for an hour and we just talk in Spanish. They're all levels of Spanish, they're beginners, they're advanced, and everybody's welcome.
This will help them improve and reinforce what they are learning in the class.
I mean, it helps them because first they practice their grammar, second they realize that other speakers, they're different levels, and it builds confidence and it builds awareness and it strengthens the ties within the university.
It's a good experience just to get outside of the classroom and just have a normal conversation other than what's required in the classroom.
The Conversation Table is meeting every week here in Cranberries on Thursdays at 5:30.
The Spanish Conversation is going great. I've been in other institutions and this is the biggest turnout from every other school. And the people are really participating. We have administrative staff, we have neighbors from the neighborhood. We have students from our classes and other classes, so it's just been great so far.
This is Matt Semmel reporting for Channel 20 News at Rider. Hasta luego.
For more information on the Spanish Conversation Table, you can contact Dr. Adriano Duque in the Foreign Languages and Literature Department at aduque@rider.edu. At 7:30 p.m., the Student Entertainment Council in the Bart Ludicky Center Theater showed the movie Knocked Up. The movie played until Sunday. Next weekend, Ocean's 13 will be playing starting on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. The Japanese Pop Culture Society met in the Science Hall, Room 102 at 8 o'clock p.m. on this past Thursday. JPCS meets every Thursday during both semesters except during the breaks. The meetings will consist of a variety of activities related to present-day Japan, from music listening, movie watching, and anime viewing. On Thursday evening, the Rider dance team held their tryout session for the year. I was able to be there for the action and see what some hopefuls had to offer the team.
As the new school year begins, the Rider dance team is looking for new talent.
On Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen filled the lobby of the Bart Ludicky Center as they waited for their turn to try out for a position on the Rider dance team. Those trying out had the opportunity to perform 2 small excerpts, one of choice and one they each had learned earlier in the week. The choice selection enabled contenders to choose their own music and express their talent in a specific field of dance. A panel of 7 judges critiqued the dancers that evening. The judges all had smiles, for they were pleased with the variety of talent that Rider students brought forth to the tryouts.
We're looking for dedicated, energetic people who love to dance and who are willing to make the time commitment to be on the dance team, since it is a huge commitment.
Each contestant performed very well, giving the panel a very difficult decision. If you happen to know an individual who showed off their stuff, be sure to congratulate them for a job well done. The Bronx look forward to the dance team's contribution to MACNAS.
We have a really exciting routine for MACNAS prepared, and we're hoping to do some more competitions. Last year we won Tri-State Champions, so we're looking into that, hopefully do some more. And come back a winner again.
From outside the Kabbalah Room, I'm Steph Chartel, Channel 20 News at Rider.
Yom Kippur started this Friday at sundown. The holiday celebrates the Day of Atonement, where many Jews will repent their sins by fasting for 25 hours. It ended on Saturday after sundown with a break fast. Families will come together during the high holiday season to celebrate the start of a fresh new year. Early Friday afternoon, the Student Rec Center hosted their second round of group exercise classes beginning at 1 p.m. with AB session. I was there to bring you more.
Here at AB session, the instructor leads the group in movements that will keep individuals toned and in shape.
This class focuses on developing one's core muscles, specifically abdominal and lower back muscles. Movements can be done on the floor or while standing. Robert McCalloway, a personal trainer at the Student Recreation Center, led this week's abs session.
I love exercise, I love working out, and people always ask me for tips on how do you do this and how do you do that. So why not work in the gym and do it all the time for free, helping people with the classes. So it's fun.
Abs Session is one of 3 classes which make up the Group Exercise Series. The series is a new event on the SRC's calendar this year. Sean Clarita, the fitness program manager, encourages students to come to the SRC for Friday's features. He explained that there is a program in the works for individuals who attend 50 or more classes a semester. Such individuals will be specially recognized and praised for their effort and achievements.
Well, as far as getting here, it is kind of hard for some of the students due to the classes and everything. And with that, actually last semester, so that's a problem. So what we did is actually this semester we actually added more classes and actually added an extra day. So now we do have classes on Fridays, and we even have classes as late as 10 o'clock at night.
Tune in next week as I bring you the second part of the Group Exercise Series, Freestyle Friday.
From the aerobics room in the SRC, this is Steph Chartel, Channel 20 News at Rider.
The Center for the Development of Leadership had a workshop on Friday at 11 o'clock. The information session was held in the Counseling and Psychology Lab. This workshop guided in the graduate student education process. The pub this Friday held a Bronx Blowout dance party. Students came to the pub and danced all night long. The dancing ended at 2 in the morning. On Saturday at 11 a.m., the SRC was packed with teams anticipating the start of the annual Alpha Xi Delta Volley for Kids volleyball tournament. Brian Persons was there to cover the event and also was able to participate firsthand with the Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity volleyball team.
This past Saturday, I had the opportunity to compete in the AZD volleyball tournament.
This tournament was to raise money and awareness for the group Homefront.
Well, ever since the end of last year, we've always known that we were going to do it, but I started earlier this summer to get everything together. It took a lot of work, but with the help of my sisters, we were able to pull it off and raise a lot of money for Homefront.
2 sisters of the Alpha Xi Delta sorority explained where the money will go.
So every spring we have a carnival where the kids from Homefront come, about 20 kids, 30 kids, and they come and they play on the campus mall, and we get moon bounces and games and prizes, and it's just a day for them to get away.
We're hoping to do something around Christmas for children, hopefully go visit Children's Hospital and bring them little gifts just so if they don't have that from home.
The competitors had the same 2 things on their mind: to help children and to win the $100 Applebee's card.
Yeah, AZD asked me to come out and play, so we did it, and helping people out and having a good time, and hopefully win $100 to Applebee's.
The Applebee's really motivated us, and we like to eat, so we wanted to win, so eat. Pretty much it.
As you can see and hear, the volleyball tournament for AZD has come to an end. The champions, Sigma Phi Epsilon. This has been Brian Persons for Channel 20 News at Rider.
The Alpha Xi Delta sorority plans to use the $632 that was raised from the tournament for their annual Homefront Carnival in the spring. Stay tuned to the News at Rider in the spring to see the carnival in action. Later in the afternoon, a car wash was hosted by the Catholic Campus Ministry at Emmaus House. The proceeds are going to the Santo Domingo Project. Last year, CCM went to the Dominican Republic to serve in schools and use their religious backgrounds to spread the word of God into the part of the world by serving others. The Westminster Choir College Programming Board held a dance for homecoming. Students came dressed up and ready to dance. They had fun starting from 8 p.m. till midnight. The dance was held in Bristol Chapel and the Bristol Chapel Fisk Room. Thanks to the Starbucks Live Music Series and Late Night at the SRC, the Rec Center was buzzing with people this past Saturday night. Here's Gina Grasso with the story.
On a Saturday night, the SRC is a great place to come hang out with your friends, listening to music, as well as challenging yourself to various activities.
Brian Van Rosa came to Rider for the Starbucks Music Series.
You know, it's kind of nice to have some different music other than what they usually play in the background. It's a more relaxed atmosphere, so it's kind of nice.
Along with having live music playing, Late Night at the SRC also opened its doors to the students.
It's going to be a program we're running about once a month for Saturday nights, 9 to 11. Trying to basically just complement the Starbucks Live series, complement what they've got going on in terms of what Team Sports International is running. They'll have the gym open later now. We figured it'd be a nice way to get the recreation programs working with what they're doing there.
It's basically like a regular day at the rec center, except for the fact that we supply people with the beverages and food and stuff, and we add in a couple of things, just basically something for them to do at night.
In your room, you don't really have that much. You know, you might have TV, but here you have video games, pool, ping pong, air hockey, so you have a variety of different stuff to.
We're just trying to slowly change the culture of keeping kids on campus and for the weekend.
Late night at the SRC seemed to be off to a great start, while Starbucks wasn't as lucky.
This week, the Starbucks Music Series had a greater turnout than last week, but as you can see, there are still not many people present.
In order to keep both events alive, we will still need a greater turnout for next week.
This is Gina Grasser reporting from the SRC for Channel 20 News at Rider.
To see what the SRC has in store for next weekend, check out the Rider calendar and start planning. At 10 a.m. on Sunday, Alpha Xi Delta started the National Hazing Prevention Week by hosting a talk on crossing the line between hazing and not hazing. 2 members from the Campus Speak group ran a program for Greek and athletic leaders to inform them about the dangers of hazing and the different forms of it. Also, Campus Life took a trip to the house that Ruth built and watched the Bronx Bombers take on the team from north of the border. The game was between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. With the win this Sunday, the Yankees are now 5.5 games above the Detroit Tigers for the wild card spot. The multifaceted abstract constructionist work of New Jersey-based artist and educator Peter Strout opened Rider University Art Gallery's 2007-2008 season. Strout's exhibition, Paintings from 1970 to 2007, is running from this past Thursday, September 20th, through Sunday, October 21st. September 27th at 7 p.m., Strout will be giving a public talk in the gallery. The events are free and open to the public. Gallery hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday, noon to 4 p.m. For more information, call 609-895-5588. Once again, 609-895-5588. Students had the opportunity to compete in an Xbox 360 Madden tournament in the SRC at noon on Sunday. They came for some enthusiastic video game playing. The contestants were given plenty of food and drink to make sure the games never let up because of hungry stomachs or dehydrated brains. The competition was fierce and the champion was Pat Gaston with an undefeated record of 3-0. The Lady Broncs had a busy weekend in volleyball and field hockey. On Saturday, the volleyball team battled the Manhattan Jaspers, and then on Sunday, the field hockey team played Quinnipiac, and the volleyball team took it to the Siena Saints. I had the opportunity to go check out the games and see some of the highlights.
Rider's women's volleyball team has incredible potential, according to Emily Alquist, the team's head coach. According to Nancy Roberts, the senior women's administrator of the athletic department, the team is doing well considering that 12 of the 15 girls are freshmen. She says that they have been working hard, practicing 6 days a week, trying to find the right rotation, and are doing great considering that volleyball is the most momentum-changing sport. On Friday, Manhattan left the alumni gym victorious. Alquist says it is not due to a lack of effort from the Lady Broncs. The final score of the game was 27-30. The Broncs put up a fight the entire way, leaving the gym after winning 1 of the 4 sets. On Sunday, the Lady Broncs fought hard against the Quinnipiac Bobcats. Each team used their defensive prowess to keep the game level. By the end of regulation, the game was tied up at 1 goal apiece. This changed, though, in overtime when a goal came within 3 minutes of the start of the extra period. Junior Trisha Karate was able to take the ball from her defensive spot and carry the team to a very emotional victory against a big rival for the girls in the Northeast Conference. This was a good way to start the conference play, said Rider head coach Lori Husong. Rider's overall record is now 4-3 and 1-0 in NEC conference play. The girls' next game is at Temple University on Tuesday evening. The Siena Saints joined the Broncs on the courts this past Saturday. According to Alquist, the girls performed much better at this game compared to the night before. She says that the girls played quite competitively against the number 1 team in the conference. Again, the Broncs fought the entire way, ending the final score with 24-29. The girls had won 1 of the 4 sets.
Now for the 4-day weather forecast. Monday, sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 54. Tuesday, sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 61. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 65. And Thursday, isolated thunderstorms with a high of 82 and a low of 63. This has been Steph Chartel for Channel 20 News at Rider.